Everybody, Evo is upon us. It is starting tomorrow, and what better time to learn a fighting game character than right before the start of our tournament. There's no better time, says I. And today, I'm going to teach you how to play Ken. And for I don't have time to play. Okay, thanks guys. Very encouraging. But for full disclosure, I am not a professional player. I've been playing fighting games for quite some time, and I like to think that I know what I'm doing. But if you think you know better than me, go ahead and, say down in the comments if you have any tips or tricks or general strategies for my boy Ken here. What are you waiting for? They're very rude right now. But let's go ahead and get started. Now, first of all, the advantages of Ken. He is an up-in-your-face character with good pressure, good pokes, and very good damage for not too much meter. For instance, a combo like this, is a lot more damage for free than, say, what Ryu gets off of a non-metered special or something like that. Let me go ahead and turn off Punish Counter right now. So, Ken gets a lot of damage, a lot of aggression, with a lot of good tools, but missing a few critical things to make him fantastic at everything. But when played properly, you can still use his tools very properly to edge out the fight. He's definitely top 2 Shotos in the game. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some of his normals. Now, there's a few key normals we want to talk about first. We'll go ahead and talk about all of them, but there's a few we want to really talk about. First, we have the classic Shoto crouching medium kick. Now, this obviously has a lot of uses. It's cancelable into any special, but it's also just a good poking tool. This is the reason the term is called footsies, is because we're kicking each other's feet. Now, one specific thing we want to keep in mind here is, especially with the newfound press parry after a hit or blocked hit to get a drive rush, this is your main buffer tool, It's like, I don't know if this is gonna hit, but boy, do I want to get the drive rush just in case it does hit. And you just press parry after every hit, after every attempt at this. Really not that hard to do. Your other tool with that kind of idea is heavy punch, but it's not quite as low commitment, and I don't think it even reaches as far. I'm pretty sure crouching medium kick gets it a little better than that, but you'll get a much bigger reward off of heavy punch, especially if it's a punish counter. Now, that's a good poking tool, and so is this one. Let's talk about a really heavy commitment poking tool. Heavy kick. Now, this tool right here, listen, it's nice. It's good to use from a particular distance, but there's a few glaring weaknesses from it. One, it is the most drive impactable button in the game. It just gets blown up by drive impact. You can't cancel it, there's nothing you can do. Generally, you want to be careful with it. You want to do it 2 in a row, usually, because people... Well, hey, I say usually, don't take advice on that kind of stuff. That's from person to person, but throw it out twice in a row, you might be able to get some cheeky damage in there, maybe even a punish counter. But if you start spamming it, you will get blown up for it. There are some better moves to spam for keep away / poking / just feeling the world out right now, seeing what they like to do. We're going to talk about another one of those in just a second. But I do also want to mention another downside of heavy kick, and that's if you do get a punish counter, it sends them in the tailspin state, and Ken, he has a really hard time taking advantage of that. It's a difficult thing to pull off. Of course you can get good at it. There are easier things to do here. You can, do that and then do a little bit of a follow-up. Here, let me see if I can show that. You can do that, but you're spending a little meter there, and it's a fair chunk of damage, sure. But overall, if you're gonna go for a punish counter, like a prepared punish counter, like, okay, say they whiff a DP, right? It's just not as much damage as you could be getting from... Well, okay, well, it could be worse, actually, but... If you're gonna get a punish counter, though, you're usually gonna want to go with heavy punch or crouching heavy punch. You can do a few things from that. Now there's a lot of talk lately about checking drive rushes, and there should be. There definitely should be. This is everyone's main form of offense right here. Speaking of which, we're going to talk about how to use Ken's drive rush in just a second. But for now, obviously, if we're going to check Ken's drive rush, or if we're going to use something of Ken's to check a drive rush, yeah, crouching medium kick works quite well, of course. But, there are advantages for sure, like, you can cancel it, of course. But, you know, there's just one move that I think is pretty underutilized here, that I think people should be giving a little more credit and a little more thought into. That would be just medium kick. Now, the range is deceptive, because if you just look at the hitbox, if you just look at the pose, like if you're looking at a frame data site and you're just looking at this single image right here, yeah, it doesn't look that far. But seriously, look at how far Ken steps forward. It's a lot. Definitely, here, I'm trying to... Definitely further than crouching medium kick. Like, a lot further. So, someone's trying to drive rush on you. Oh. So someone's trying to drive rush on you. Just check them. Just check them. Now listen, there are some downsides. For one, that's all you can get out of it, pretty much. Usually. There are some exceptions. We'll talk about that. But you're just going to get a target combo which sends them more towards the corner. Which isn't a bad thing. Which isn't a bad thing, you know? There's just something about... Bah! Because this is your check. This right here is your check. This is your walk forward check. This is your drive rush check. This is your whiff punish. This is everything. This can check anything. It even hits crouching opponents. So like what you might perceive as a weakness, no. If someone's trying to play fake footsies with you, just check them with this. The first hit is safe. Second and third hit though, -12 and -11s respectively. Definitely don't want to get caught doing these because, well, yeah, you might get hit pretty good. I mean, let's say, for instance, Ken's combo starter, that's 5 frames of startup. Yeah, you're gonna get hit. But, you know, things could be worse. Especially when considering pushback, they're not gonna jab you from there. They're just not. Now, here's some actual advantages of just using this one move, right? As you can see, it's only +3 on hit. Not great, can't get a combo off of that, but... Counter hit? 5. Oh dear. You know what else Ken has that's 5 frames? Standing light kick, standing light punch, crouching light punch, crouching light kick. Oh yeah, we can do some stuff. See, now we're cooking. And it's even easier on punish counter. Not that you'll probably get a punish counter off of this too much. But hey, 7 frames, wow, that means... hey, you know, the infinite possibilities here. Well, that's punish counter. I mean, you can get a lot of things off of punish counter. But let's talk about some other moves, huh? Mostly we're talking about how to use Ken's tools the right way, right? So I don't want to go through the frame data of each individual hit, right? You know, I don't need to tell you about medium punch, you know? This is your combo starter. Are you ever gonna do it without doing that after, you know? Maybe. There's a few reasons, actually. Because, just do it again. Oh. Oh dear, that's a combo. You know what that means. Okay, so if you want to drive rush in, do a little medium punch. Yeah, that works. How? Okay, that's different. But of course, we want to talk about block stun. So, two frames. That leaves him open pretty good. +2 on block, that's pretty good, but we can do better. So, Ken's crouching medium punch. Crouching medium punch, to be specific. 0 on block. Now we all know the rule of 4s with Street Fighter 6. +4, -4, burnout, drive rush, we get how it works. So that means, of course, during a drive rush, +4 move right there. If you're looking for plus frames on your drive rush in, this is the one to do. Because after that, oh my god, they're gonna try and do something frame 1 that's not a reversal. Oh no! You know what that means? We're going to use our 5-frame medium punch combo starter. 1 frame away. That's awesome. Or just throw. Let's go ahead and talk about Ken's throw loops. Let's just start. He has throw loops. You know what that means? You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? We don't even have to dash, by the way. Do not have to dash. Absolutely terrifying. Don't press it too early, of course. But Ken has throw loops. And if you want to throw loop your opponent to death, just do it. No honor. There's no honor here. This is a 7,000-man tournament, Evo. You think people are going to get to top 8 by playing honestly? By playing fair? No! They're going to play as jury and do some goddamn bullshit. So what you need to do is do some bullshit back. Now, obviously, they... Do I have to explain fucking shimmying? It's shimmying. Oh, you think I'm gonna throw you again, but I actually walked back and then I punish counter you with heavy punch, or I jumped and then you know, got all that going, or tell you what, not even that, dude. Let's talk about Ken's crouching light kick. This is a good ass. This is a good normal. This is a good little poke. It's very Shoto normal, you know, very normal Shoto crouching light kick, right? But it combos into light punch, which means it combos into other things. Say, for instance, that's a cute little combo. Don't do it unless you can really, really hit confirm. You know, you got the Tokido measuring tape, you know, 16 millimeters, and I don't know what his measurements are, but, you know, unless you can look at that health bar right there in the top right and see the fact that you got the hit confirmed, don't do that combo. You know what you should do instead? You should go into your default. I'm telling you right now, for those just getting into the game, just starting out saying, oh yeah, I think I want to play Ken, after you've gotten good at his run combos, you know? Because that's, oh my god, I'm a hypocrite. After you've gotten good at his run combos, you know, just pressing buttons kind of fast, you can do it. Don't worry, okay? Don't worry, you can do it. Just look up some BMBs, see which ones you can do consistently. You know, maybe you don't do the flip kick one. Maybe you just do the Shoryuken. That's fine. Just get your damage, get your Oki. You're okay. Get them to the corner. You know, corner carry, by the way. Just gonna, you know, start of the round. Just get them all the way to the corner. Just throwing that out there. You know, then we don't have to talk in detail about it. You know, we all know Ken is a corner carry guide. You know. God damn, that is half the screen. But yeah, we all know Ken is really good at carrying to the corner. We all know this. That's fine. That's great. We know this. You know what we don't know? You know what we don't know that people just don't seem to know? Dragon Slash, right? Dragon Lance. It's pretty good. Pretty cool move. Pretty cool. Pretty cool move. Hey, did you know the heavy version is plus on block? 1 frame. Plus 1. Plus 1. Now, there's a few things we can do with this information, right? There's a few things. Sparse few things. But they matter. Oh, they matter. First, let's just talk about this move itself. It goes across, oh, I don't know, half the screen. Screen, not stage. I meant to say stage earlier. But yeah, you know, oh no, we're full screen. Oh, what do I do? Oh, I have to get all the way over here to start my offense? No, you don't. You have to get here. And now you're good. This whole range, this whole space. Yes, it's drive impactable. Yes, it's, well, not really parryable unless you perfect parry. Yes, there's answers to it. There's answers to everything in this game. This is Third Strike 2, where nothing has a definitive answer that can't be answered itself. It's great. But man, once you're here, there's a few things you can do, right? Let's say, for instance, you do that, right? You do that. Great. That works a lot. You'd be surprised at how much that works. I hope that doesn't spoil it for people. You could also just do that, you know? Just do that. It works on block. Let me show you. Oh my god, what were they supposed to do? Tech. That's all they could do. You either tech or you die. Or DP. But that's a quick... That's asking a lot for someone to get a DP input in there that fast unless they're playing modern controls. Keep that in mind. Make sure you notice if your opponent is playing classic or modern. Alright. So yeah, we have our advancing plus on block special. We get that. But let's talk about Ken's real game. Let's talk about his real disgusting shit that is the scrub killer of this game. You think Marissa is a scrub killer? You think E Honda is a scrub killer? Ladies and gentlemen, this does not work on top players. They can perfect parry it fairly easily, but you know what? You know what? That itself has a weakness. Let's talk about his crazy kicks. So, we got light, medium, and heavy version. We only care about light version right now because we have our follow-ups. Listen. Okay. You do that. You do crouching medium kick. You do that. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Probably do this one in the corner just because I did the heavy version, my bad. You know, you get a full combo. Guys. You would not believe how much that works. You would not believe how much people cannot deal with this little frame trap here. If you want to just kill some scrubs, get in, and just start running your shit. Just get back in. Now, they're playing real defensively, they're crouch blocking. Yeah, sure, do the overhead. Why not? Huh? You know what else the overhead is good for, though? They're trying to perfect parry. Because believe me, that second kick there, the toe kick, people will perfect parry that. It's fairly easy to perfect parry. I think if you just mash the button, you will get the perfect parry. But that's okay, you know why? If you know they're gonna do it, you can do a few things. You can change up the timing with one of the other two follow-ups, or just throw them, get that punish counter. If they parried, they will get thrown. They can't do anything but get thrown and get that California punish counter punish, you know? Or just vary up the timing of the first hit, you know? Oh no. It's, let me put it to you this way. If you have accomplished this part, you're in a position better than Oki. Because your opponent is forced to guess. More so than Oki, because they have time to think when they're on the ground, you know? They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this perfect super input or DP input out. It's gonna be great. But when you're... Uh-oh. Oh god, what do? Do I press a button? Okay, but it just got hit. If I did this and they pressed a button, I would have gotten hit. But we didn't do that. We pressed light kick. Oh, well, okay, I'll just parry. Since light kick, I can't press a button against. Uh-oh. Oops. Or, more specifically this one. Oops. Oh no, it's only -3. I'm safe. You can't do a damn thing. There ain't a button faster than 4 frames in this game. Oh well. Just, this is where you're most comfy as a Ken. This is where you want to be. This is your comfort zone. This is your happy place. You understand? Alright. Let's talk about fireballs. Ken's fireball? If you're facing an opponent with a fireball, their fireball's probably better than yours. Ryu, Luke, for God's sake, definitely has a better one. Guile, don't even try to get in the fireball war with Guile. You'll just lose. Ken's fireball, if the opponent doesn't have one, you can start to use it a little more liberally, right? You can. You definitely can. But otherwise, you just want to throw out your EX and run in there. Good news, though. Good news, everybody. It doesn't knock down. That's usually a bad thing. In this game, it's a great thing. Because now we're in, and we can run our shit again. What is our shit? Let's remind you. Wow. Awesome. Amazing. Let's have him block it. I ignored that. Wow. Awesome. Fantastic. Let's talk about his run. Ken has a run. No meter. He just runs. Press 2 kicks. He has a run. He has 3 options out of it. He has more than that, actually. He can stop. Now the stop, it feels slower than it is, you know? Because as the Ken doing it, you will feel terrified to do that kind of shit. But people get caught by it. They do. I mean, that looked pretty fast to me, you know? I mean, were you gonna tech that? I wasn't gonna tech that. But still, if people call you out on it, they'll get hit. Or you'll get hit. So instead, boop. Uh-oh. Dang. They pressed a button and they got hit. Of course, we can take that further, but you know, if you fuck this up, you're eating the biggest punish they have. Let's see. We also have overhead. Catch someone crouch blocking. It's the only overhead he has. Like, that's not a special move. So, you know, we make do. We make do. Tatsumaki. It is your corner carry device and maybe tiny combo tool. That's it. Although, Ken has a better air-to-air combo than most other characters. Ah, look at that, in the corner, trying to jump out of your combo. No, that's the heavy Tatsumaki, to be clear. And hell, if you want to make him really eat it, if you want to make him really eat it, make him really feel bad for jumping, just do that. Simple as that, you know? So yeah, Ken's got a bit better of an air-to-air than most other people. Only downside is it doesn't quite work as well, or isn't as reliable in out of the corner. If you're like, oh god, I need to get out of the air, EX Tatsu is how you do it. It's basically a dive kick that doesn't work, you know? Although it can cross up, as you just saw. And hey, get a combo after it. Who cares, right? It's fun. It's cool. I don't think you're going to be using this that much. Let me tell you a quick note. Peep the damage. 4-2-4-5. Not worth it. Don't do the shoryuken after the flip kick. Just don't. Even if you get the optimal shit afterwards, it's not worth it. Just do the super. And I mean, hell, you can do the other supers after it too. Just whatever you got. If you're trying to like get the kill, do that, you know? Simple as that. It's as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, crouching light punch. Good little, you know, Crouching light punch is a good tool to get out of situations, but also, it combos into your combo starter, bizarrely. Scales a little bit more, but, I mean, you get a full damage off of light. Full combo damage off of a light. Pretty good, without having to spend any meter, of course. Of course, if you want to spend meter, I mean. You know, you can always do that. Alright, there's something else. Oh yeah, anti-airs. You know, I gotta say, just use the light one. The others go so diagonal and leave you so wide open. Also, EXDP, please be sure of it before you use it, because it's the most embarrassing DP to get blocked in the game. But yeah, if you're gonna anti-air someone, just do the light, because it's only one hit, so you get the full damage every time. Let's say, for instance... Well, maybe not full damage, but if they're jumping in, you know, it's gonna... See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Heavy just puts you in a bad situation sometimes. Just be aware of what you're doing. And see, that didn't even do as much damage. Oh. See, it's just do the light. Just do the light if you're gonna anti-air with it. Please, don't be like me. Don't reflexively. Oh! Although, if you're gonna run your Street Fighter 2 shit, you know, just spamming your Hadoukens, and it's like, oh, they're gonna jump in. That isn't a bad idea right there. Good damage, too. But, let me teach y'all something. You wouldn't know this unless you did Ken's tutorial. Run Shoryuken is immune to fireballs. Immune to all projectiles. Next time you fight JP, keep that in mind, huh? That is a lifesaver sometimes. And if you have meter, go ahead and just go ahead and let it rip, you know? You're not gonna find a better time to do it. Let me teach you something else real quick. That's a safe jump. So you know. Do with that what you will. So now that we have a good idea of Ken's general toolkit, we didn't talk about every move, but we talked about the ones that are really important. Okay. He also has sweep. It is sweep. So we've got our general toolkit. We have good damage, good footsies, and an okay projectile. What do we do with that? Well, a lot of people will want to play super offensively, and you want to do that. But before you really go crazy with it, maybe get them frustrated a bit. You know, you might want to Justin Wong it. Frustrate them with your plus on block bullshit. Let them do something stupid. Get them to the corner. And then make them feel bad for ever fighting a Street Fighter master like you. Look how much better you are than them. Just look at them, and look at them again. They won the game because they DP'd. But that could be you. That could be you winning the game because you have an OD DP. What about that? I rest my case.